So I'm here with Rob Evans, our team manager for the UKEL League of Legends team. We just had our first victory in the UKEL against Resolve, not in the circumstances that we might have liked. Rob, can you just give our viewers a little overview of what happened tonight, please?
Yeah, sure. So, of course, the game started out, draft went, actually really happy with how the draft went. A lot of people thought that the draft wasn't great, but we actually predicted a lot of the stuff that we were seeing in the draft pretty well. We were pretty happy with how things went in terms of that. Game started out, things weren't looking great for us. Resolve just a better caliber team overall to start with, for sure. And then, unfortunately, their mid laner, Pillar, disconnected and ran over the 15 minutes allotted time for the team to reconnect. So option was there for Resolve whether they wanted to play on 4v5 or forfeit the game. Speaking with the team afterwards, with the guys afterwards as well, we made sure at the time we definitely gave the option. We wanted to try and give our time over to them. Didn't feel fair for us either, I think, coming into that in the 4v5 with how Resolve were playing much better than us, to suddenly be given this advantage that we didn't feel like we deserved.
That's and then not the rules, Rob, is it? Just to interrupt, sorry to interrupt you. That's not in the rules, which is why the offer wasn't accepted.
Yeah, for sure. The rules specifically dictate that we can't give over pause time from one team to the other. Each team's allotted pause time is just for them. So unfortunately, wasn't able to do that. As far as the rest of the game, in terms of from that point onwards, from the 4v5, actually pretty happy with how the team played from our side of things. It was still extremely easy for us to have lost that game with how ahead Resolve were, with how the team comps lined up in that situation. So we had to play really careful, really structured, and make sure we played the game as cleanly as possible in the situation we were in. So still extremely nerve-wracking for everyone playing. So glad we were able to play as clean as we were. Eventually ended up winning out the game, even with Pillar coming back last moment, just closing it out as best as we could, doing what we were there to do, basically. So yeah, got the win in the end. Doesn't feel great. We'd have loved to have a deserved win. We'd have loved to be able to say, we won this game because we played better. But in the end, I think we're probably likely to see Resolve in the playoffs. I don't think anyone's really questioning that. We'll see them in the playoffs again. And hopefully with this win, we'll be able to see them in the playoffs as well and get that second game against them and prove at that point that we deserved this win early on.
Absolutely. Thanks, Rob. We're going to be getting feedback from one of the team tomorrow. It's going to be the Heathen, and I'm sure he'll have similar views, and we'll be talking to him about what he anticipates in respect of the lead up to our match next week. So thanks very much, Rob.
Thanks, Ollie.